suspended by one foot, suspended by both feet, raised on the cross, head uppermost, nailed to the cross, head downwards, hung up by both arms, heavy weight being attached to the feet. Christian women suspended by the hair. Martyrs, hung up by one arm only, ponderous stones being fastened to their feet. Martyr, suspended by both feet, a great stone fastened to his neck. Sometimes the blessed martyrs, after being smeared with honey, were bound to stakes fixed in the ground, and so exposed to the rays of the sun to be tortured by the stings of flies and bees. Martyr, suspended by one foot, one leg is bent at the knee, which is constricted by means of an iron ring, the other being weighted with a heavy mass of iron. Martyr, suspended by the feet, with his head at the same time pounded with hammers. Martyr, suspended by the hands, which are tied behind his back, heavy weights being fastened to his feet around his neck. Sometimes martyrs were bound to the circumference of great wheels, and so hurled from a height over stony places. Martyr, whose limbs are interwoven in the spokes of a wheel, on which he is left exposed for days till he dies. Martyr, bound in a narrow wheel, which is revolved so that his body is horribly mangled in iron spikes fixed underneath. A pulley. Martyrs racked at pulleys, crushed in the press, just as grapes and olives are pressed in the making of wine and oil. Martyr, with his hands tied behind his back, hoisted in the air by a rope. Pulley. Spikes are sometimes sharp flints onto which the martyr was let fall. Martyr, bound to 4 stakes and beaten with cudgels. Martyr, laid naked on iron spikes and violently beaten with a cudgel. Martyr, bound hand and foot, similarly beaten with a cudgel. Martyr, buffeted, kicked, and pounded with the fist. Martyr, being stoned. Martyr, whose face and jaws are bruised and broken with a stone. Martyr, crushed under a huge stone. Martyr, tortured by means of an iron claw or pincers, torn with hook, mangled with the iron curry combs. Martyr, hung from a wooden horse and scorched with flames of torches. Martyr, suspended by his feet from a pulley and tortured in like fashion. Martyr, thrown head first into a cauldron full of molten lead or boiling oil. Martyr, in a hot frying pan. Martyr, plunged into a boiling pot. Martyrs, dismembered, limbs put in a frying pan. Martyr, in a brazen bull, laid on iron bed and broiled. Martyr, whose hands is filled with incense mingled with live coals, and who, being constrained by the pain to scatter the incense, is said to have made sacrifice to the idol. Martyr, clad in an iron tunic and shod with the red-hot shoes which consume the flesh of his bones. Martyr, seated in an iron chair with a red-hot helmet or maran is set on his head. Martyr, compelled to walk over burning coals or molten lead, boiling pitch, or like substances are poured over his head. Martyr, cast into the burning fiery furnace. Martyr, set to a tune, a cask buried therein. Martyr, burned in a room or chamber that has been set afire. Bound hand and foot, set on a blazing pile. Burned to 4 pegs fixed on the ground, with a fire burning underneath. Bound with ropes drenched in oil and consumed by a fire lightened underneath. Thrown into a pit full of live coals. Iron shovel for stirring and rousing the fire. Martyr, stabbed to death by boys with their writing styles. Martyr, whose limbs are amputated one by one. Martyr, stabbed in the throat with a dagger. Shot to death with arrows. Beaten over the head with an axe. Beheaded with a sword. Transfixed with a spear. Martyr, struck with a club or cudgel. Sawn in 2 with an iron saw. Hands and feet cut off. Martyr, pierced through with a sharp pointed stick. Martyr, whose belly had been cut open, liver torn out, which the heathen used sometimes to eat. Martyr, being filleted alive. Martyr, bound by either leg to the tops of 2 neighboring trees, which have been bent down and forcibly drawn together and will presently be suddenly let go again. Martyr, tortured by having sharp reeds stuck under his fingers and toenails. Martyr, imprisoned in a net, so exposed to be tossed by a wild bull, thrown down naked to be devoured by wild beasts, wrapped in a wild beast's hide, and so left to be torn by the animals, his feet fixed with a great stone, and red-hot bread awls stuck under his fingernails. The martyr is given over to be worried by starving dogs. Martyr, cast down headlong from a height, thrown into the Lynn Kinlan. Martyr, shut up in a lead box, drowned in a river. Soon in a bag, together with a cock, a viper, an ape, a dog, thrown into the nearest sea or stream.